Boy, you know you make me float. Boy, you really get me high. Ooh, boy, you make me wanna go. 'Cause you serve me on a similar regular. Boy, you got it stuck.
What's up, Dream Team? What's up, Dream Team? What's up, Dream Team? I'm Andrea.
And it's your boy Ryan.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. So, today we have a special guest on top of us being on a live right now
broadcast. Our very first live broadcast.
We are with
podcast. Who we with, Andrea?
We are with my very best friend since forever, over 10 years, Mr. Warren B. Wright. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Warren.
First of all, what's up, y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
Yay!
My name is Warren B. Wright. I am a counselor at a university here in Texas. I'm really all the way here from Bryan, Texas, so far away from Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, way far away.
Yeah, I'm an author, debut author.
Yes.
For A Dose of Motivation. Yes. What else do I say about me? I went to Georgia Southern University for undergrad and graduate work, and now I'm here in Texas. So
and now
working hard.
Yes, yeah, and we're so proud of Warren because this is his first book, and we're super excited to be one of the first to talk about it on here and let you guys know everything about it. Everything will be in the description box below. So, first question, we have a couple questions. We also want to let you know that this is on our webcam.
Yes.
So that, I'm not actually using like a camera, but so it's a little blurry. But anyways, Warren, tell us about your book and, describe to us like what's included and everything, the content.
Yeah.
Sure. So the title of the book, the full title is A Dose of Motivation, Taking Ownership of Your Life, Tapping into Your Potential, and Stepping into Your Purpose. The book really is about just motivating everyone who, the readers to really reflect, right? So I reflect all the time, especially around my birthday, around holidays, New Year. And so I really wanted the readers to kind of reflect and think about past experiences and really to kind of find meaning to those experiences, whether they were a good experience or a bad experience, learn about what it taught them, what they learn about themselves, and how they, press forward, right? And so it's really about finding meaning. It consists of 18 chapters, 18 small chapters, and each chapter opens up with a quote that I wrote or that someone has, told me or that I heard of. And basically, there's content in there where I'm reflecting about the quote. And so the quotes were created because of some experience that I've had or something that I've learned about myself. And then at the end of each chapter, I leave either a reflection question or reflection question. So I call those cues. And so really within the whole the book, I'm really just talking about purpose. I'm really just talking about tapping into your potential, really trying to evoke a sense of change and courage for the readers to really act on their ideas and act on their plans and aspirations that they have in life, because again, we only get one life, right?
Right.
And so it's up to us to really explore our gifts and our talents, to nurture them, to cultivate them, to practice them, because they're not for us; they're for other people that we come in contact with. And so that's really what it's about. So I talk about adjusting to life after college. I talk about doubt and fear. I talk about pain and purpose. And so it's really just a collection of my thoughts in one book.
So yeah, it's a, you can tell by you just speaking on that, it's very in depth, and you put a lot of thought behind it. Like you said, from adjusting to college life and
it's your personal experiences
too. And all of
You're
that.
Just giving your personal experience to others.
But we want to know what actually decided you to take this route and write something like this book. Like what inspired you and led you to I just want to write this book.
So I talked about it in one of the chapters where I talk about the dream. And it was really a summer, in between different years where I took summer off from college, and just back at home with my parents, just kind of like, that like identity crisis type of experience. Just like, what am I really supposed to do? I just changed my major at the time, and so I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
major. And so I have a really good, strong, close relationship with God, and so I was asking for guidance and praying just about every day, like show me what I'm supposed to do, show me what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to, help uplift your kingdom? How am I supposed to, you know, really just walk in my purpose? And so I had a dream, weird dream. I don't want to go into too much detail because I do want everybody to buy the book. But I had a dream where this angel came into my room and told me that I was meant to be a writer. And in the blink of an eye, I woke up, crying, just kind of like just surprised and baffled by this dream.
Yeah.
A really, really life-changing dream. And so I was like, okay, I'm supposed to be a writer. But I never believed in myself, right? Like believed in my gifts to write and whatnot. And so I started off with like writing quotes here and there, writing like small contents to myself, but never really sharing it with anybody. And then, a couple of years later, I'm in grad school, and in my head, I just keep hearing a dose of motivation, a dose of motivation. I'm just like, what is a dose of motivation? What is that? Like, like
Right.
still,
Little did you know it's gonna be the title.
Right.
Yeah. And so I was just like, you know what? That's going to be that's going to be the title of the book, excuse me. And I wrote it down. I used Google Doc, and I was just like, dose of motivation. And that's all I had like for a while before like the other content just started.
Right.
Just title.
Yeah.
I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's an interesting story. So, like Warren said, he didn't want to give away too much of that story. So make sure y'all go ahead and hit that link and purchase the book to actually read about the content in that story.
Right. So, it's called Dose of Motivation. How did you find the motivation to write?
That's a good question. So I tell people that it just comes to me. Like it really does. I reflect from time to time. So if I'm just like in a moment of reflection, I write something down. I'm just kind of like, okay, maybe I should add that to the book, or maybe I should, put this on my social media platforms or whatnot. But it really just comes to me. So sometimes I'd be in a grocery store, getting a cinnamon toast crunch off the and I'm just like, just thinking about something. Or I can be, running outside, just exercising, and I can see like, a family nearby or something like that. And it's just my thoughts, they just pop into my head. And so I have to have a phone nearby. I have to have my journal with a pen, nearby. And so for a while, I just really used a mirror that I had in my room and expo markers. And every time I had a
thought, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. Just random quotes all over his mirror.
So, Warren, next question: does writing energize or exhaust you?
Yeah.
Energize or exhaust me?
Yeah.
I would say, do I have to choose one?
I mean, you can talk about both. Talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. Like, does it either both or
I would say neither, because I feel like when I write, it's just a way to just process information. So I don't feel tired afterwards. I don't feel energized. I don't know. I don't feel either of those two. So I would say neither. It's just a way for me to process kind of like my thoughts or emotions.
So it's kind of like therapeutic to you, basically.
Yeah.
It is therapeutic. It's kind of like a transfer of energy in a way, and so I'm transferring that energy that I'm feeling within my body or thinking about just onto paper or within my phone. So yeah, it's therapeutic. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, Warren, here's a good one. What was the most difficult part of your artistic process?
I like that question.
I know.
So
just take
one is before I even start the content of the book and stuff like that, started building it, was not believing in my abilities. Right to
Yes,
your
you got to believe in your abilities.
You do. You have to believe that you are enough and that you matter and what you think and your experiences matter. And so I had to
Hmm.
really do some work on myself first. And so that was a difficult part to kind of get through. And something that I still work through. I'm not over that. I feel like that's a normal part of being a human being. So that was probably one. And then two, the technical part, like just using social media to get your content out there.
Oh yeah.
That's always hard, though, I feel like.
It's so difficult. I'm just like, I don't know how this works. I don't know how any of this works. So
Right.
yeah, so that was kind of difficult for me too throughout this process.
So, all right. Next question, Warren, is how did you get in the mindset, and how is your workspace for writing the books?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a good question. So my workspace, yeah, so my workspace is everywhere, basically. So if I don't have this journal here, I have my phone, right? And so
Right.
like my medium that I use to get my content down somewhere to save it. But I work, if I'm in a meeting and a thought comes to my mind, I write it down. If I am just got done with a client and I thought of something that the client said or that we were talking about, I write that down. If I am watching Netflix or in the movie theaters, like it doesn't matter. Like if I get a thought, I will write it down. So my space is like everywhere. Everywhere that I go, that's where my workspace is. To get the content all together and whatnot, I use Google Docs on my computer that I'm on now for this interview. Had this computer since 2011, 2010 actually. And so back in high school, and so it's slowly fading away. But
It
yeah, it's still kicking. So I would
is
use
still
it.
kicking, though.
Slowly fading
That thing
away.
is still
It's
kicking.
doing the job, though.
It is.
Yeah,
It did the job. So
yeah. So I take my workspaces everywhere.
Will there be more books to come? And will there be like on the same topic or a different topic? Do you want to discuss like different aspects of certain situations, or like what's next to come?
Yeah. So there's more books to come. I have a lot of ideas that I've already got, again, written down in my journal. Um I would like to focus on like self-reflection, finding meaning into life. And so this next book that I have is kind of, just a way to kind of be grounded and be centered. Um, so I don't want to give too much information
Mhm.
about that,
right.
but I am working on my second project now. So yeah, more books in me.
More books to come. So what do you hope like your readers would take away from this book?
So my hope again is just for readers to really act on their aspirations, whatever their goals are, really for them to explore what it is that they like to do, what it is that they feel like they're called to do, and just to try it out and just to practice those skills and really just step into
Hmm.
their purpose. I feel like if we all really explore our potential, tap into that untapped potential, and walk in our purpose, I feel like the world would be a better place. We have more leaders, we have more doctors, we have more mothers, we have more teachers, counselors. Just everybody will be their fullest and highest self, and so that's what my hope is.
What advice do you have for your fellow counterparts who want to follow your footsteps and like want to write a book or do something motivational?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a good question. I would say three different things. One, always jot down your ideas.
Hmm.
Write them down. You save them for later, right? And
Mhm.
so, more than likely, if you write something down, you're usually more than likely accomplish that, right? And so, write it down, whether it's in your phone, put it in your phone, a sticky note, a journal, somewhere, right? Second thing would be don't force yourself to write. Just because you see other people have their content out there, you don't have to rush and put your content out there, right? For the
Yeah.
recognition or for the fame. Take your time, right? And don't force yourself to write. And the third thing, don't wait for the perfect time either, right? So I don't believe that there's a perfect time. I think that everything just happens when it's supposed to happen. And so don't wait to, I wait until I get my master's degree, or I wait until I get married to do this, or I wait until I move into this new apartment, or I get this new office to do, to write. just write when you can. Let it be authentic and just in the moment.
Right. And last question, is there anything else you want us to know about the book, about you? What else? Anything else?
Yeah, so I would say to the viewers, to y'all fans, the dream team, and everybody that follows me. I want to say that you have the potential and the power to overcome any obstacle you face as long as you tap into that untapped potential.
Ooh.
Right. And
say it again. Yes. Ooh, yes, I like that though.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, so I truly believe that we all have the solutions within us to overcome any type of obstacle we face as long as we tap into that untapped potential.
Ooh. You better get a shiver. Yes, it's cold in here.
That was cold.
So that was the last question, but Warren, I have a few questions for myself.
Okay.
So the dream team can get to know you. What does Warren B. Wright like to do on a typical day? You know, besides writing, doing like anything else, what relaxes you and you just enjoy doing?
Relaxes me. You know what helps me to feel relaxed and to that's my laundry.
You gotta wash some clothes.
You do. But working out. So I started back working out maybe like about 6 weeks ago. I've been doing more cardio, so I've been running around like the neighborhood, and so that helps me to feel relaxed. Reading as well. Writers read, and so we have to make sure we continue to feed ourselves as well. And so I read, spend time with my girlfriend, watch Netflix, go to the movies, hang out with friends. You know, just I like to be in a peaceful environment, and so I think that helps me to relax.
Okay, Warren B. Wright.
Yeah, so Warren, okay, you mentioned that. Did you mention your social media outlets?
Yes, let us know all your social media outlets.
Your social media outlets,
so that the dream team can follow, and everybody else who watches this video can follow.
So for Instagram, it's _Warren Brandon, WARREN, Brandon BRANDON. For Instagram. For Facebook, it's just Warren Brandon, my first and middle name, and then for Twitter, it's Warren B. Wright, Wright WRIGHT.
Okay, Warren. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am for my brother to come out with a book. Yes. It's such a great feeling, even for me and Ryan. Like, I know we're excited about it.
Wait, show that book again.
A Dose of Motivation, taking ownership of your life, tapping into your potential, and stepping into your purpose. It's available now on Amazon, Amazon.com. So go get you a copy.
Link is in our description, so make sure you hit that link.
So that was our interview / conversation with Warren B. Wright. We're so excited. We're so proud of you, Warren. We love you. We will visit you in Texas soon.
Very soon.
I'm holding you up to that.
And the dream team.
So if you haven't already, please go like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys think about this video. It's our very first podcast / live video with Warren, and we will be doing plenty more. Yes. Follow him as well on his social media and click that link to buy that book.
Buy A Dose of Motivation. And as always, you guys, grow with us.
Let's do it together, Warren. Dream team.
Yeah.
Hey.